I'm Dorian, and today I'm very excited because we're gonna go through some arm balance flow, which is my favorite. So if you're new to yoga, maybe try some easy flow first, and then if you really wanna try, keep on trying the first option I will give you. Alright, you can grab 2 blocks, a bottle of water and a towel, and join me in your mat. So you can place a block underneath your buttocks if it feels more comfortable, or take any comfortable seat. Place your palm into your knees, start to close your eyes, roll your shoulder back, inhale, and exhale out of your nose. Inhale, expand your belly out. And exhale out of your nose. Try to breathe this way during the whole sequence. You can activate your Ujjayi breath. So Ujjayi breath, you can breathe through your nose, mouth closed. And when you exhale out of your nose, you still keep your mouth closed. And you try to have like an ocean sound, so it goes like this. Try a few more on your own. And you'll keep this breathing technique. Even when you do this pose that you're not confident with, it will relax your mind and give you energy at the same time. Let's set an intention for today. Maybe we can believe in ourselves. It's not gonna be an easy session, so just keep on believing that you will manage to do it for the next time a little more. So no one did these poses on their first try, no one. It's impossible. So you just have to practice. This time you will maybe feel frustrated, a little bit, or scared, this is normal, and then you will start to have hope when you manage one pose a little bit better, and then you will start to feel like a child. You will want to do it all the time to try to have the full pose, and then it's becoming your favorite game. So take inhale through your nose, exhale, and slowly open your eyes. We can bring our arms high and then place your left hand into your right knee, and the right hand can go to the back. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and on your exhale, twist a little more. Look at the back. Inhale, center, look up, and exhale, right hand into your left knee, left hand to the back. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, twist a little more, pressing into your right hand. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, you're gonna place your left hand into your right ear. And then slowly we're gonna stretch our neck towards the left side. So you can have your fingertips into your mat. And then look up, look at the ceiling. If you want a little more, bring your right hand flex towards the sky. And then release, let's stretch the other side. So fingertips on the mat, or you can lift your left hand slowly towards the sky. Inhale, you're gonna bring your arms high, draw some big circle with your arm. We're waking up the shoulders, the arms, and then you're gonna place your right arm on top of your left arm. So first option, your palm can be against one another. And then you're gonna just roll up and down. Or you can also bring your hands towards your shoulder if it's more easy for you. And you're gonna roll up and down. down. Second option, you try to have your hands into your eagle pose with your hands and go up and down. Look at your belly. Up, inhale. Exhale down. Inhale up. And on your exhale, you're gonna bring your left arm on top of your right hand. Again, you take the option you want, and the back ends against the back. Or you can try to take the eagle. Go up. And down, look at your belly. Inhale up. Exhale, belly. Inhale up, keep your shoulders away from your heels. Exhale down. Inhale, look up. And exhale, look down. Alright, now we're gonna go through some cat and cow just to wake up the spine. So roll your shoulder back, inhale, look up, arch your back, help yourself with your hands, looking up, arching more. And exhale, round your upper back, round your spine, look at your belly, inhale up. Exhale, look at your belly, inhale again, up. And exhale, looking down. Come back to natural spine. You can remove the block if you have a block behind you. And we're gonna go through our butterfly just to open a bit our hips. So you can place your hands behind your back. You will press into your hands. And here what you wanna do is to have the feet like an open book. So you're gonna press both of your knees on your side. Inhale, lengthen the spine, press more into your hands. And on your exhale, you try to bring the knee closer to your mat. You're opening the hips. We're gonna need it for our crow pose and for our flying pigeon that you're gonna try today. Inhale, press a little more. And exhale, you will come into your tabletop position. So you'll have your hips on top of your knees as well as your shoulder on top of your wrist. So here, we're gonna warm up our wrist because it's really important for today. So just flip your hands towards the back of the room and we're gonna draw some circle to the right. Make sure you always keep your shoulders away from the ears by pressing into our arms. Inhale, exhale. Try to reach the four corners of your mat with your hips going down your heels and then reverse. Keep your arms straight here. And then you're gonna flip your palm towards yourself, back of the hands into your mat. And here you can just try to sit into your feet. So hips towards your feet. Again, try to have your armpits more facing each other. Keep the back of the hands and slowly come into your sit. And you come back, you can shake your hand, do some circle, any movement you want. And we are almost ready to go upside down. So on the next inhale, come into your first downward dog. So you're gonna paddle your feet, press into your hands, finger wide open. Press into the four corners of your hands, especially the thumb and the index to release the wrist a little bit. Here you want to bend your knee as much as you can and then try to bring your chest and stomach towards your thighs, and then slowly, if your spine is straight, you can press your hips towards your mat. But here you really want to have your spine straight. On your next inhale, come into your plank pose. Here we're gonna take a chaturanga. So first option for chaturanga will be the knees on the ground, and then you're gonna squeeze your elbow. You want your shoulders and your hips in the same line. Inhale. facing dog. So thighs are off the ground. And exhale, downward facing dog. Bring your right foot to the front, left foot towards the front. Inhale, arms high. And exhale, hands to the heart center. So here we're gonna go through some sun salutation just to warm up our body. So follow me, inhale, look up. Exhale, down, Uttanasana, heel slightly, bend your knees. Look at your feet. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant your palm. You can jump back to Chaturanga if you want, or bring your left foot back, right foot back, and squeeze your elbow, Chaturanga. You can also come on your knees if it's easy. So you look in front, activate your thighs. Inhale, upward facing dog. Thigh off the ground, press into your hands. Squeeze your glutes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Feet hips distance apart. Press into your hands. Look in front, you're gonna jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, straight away, you're gonna fall forward to your Uttanasana. You can slightly bend your knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palm, jump to your Chaturanga. If you have, otherwise meet me in Chaturanga, on your knee or this one. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward dog. Let's do one more. Look in the front, jump to the front. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, straight into your Uttanasana, forward fold. Halfway lift, look up. Exhale, plant your palm, jump to Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward dog. Alright, so now you can bring your right leg high. Bend your right knee. And you will bring your right knee into your nose. So try to kiss your knee and slowly release your right foot in the middle of your palm. And flip your back foot towards the back of your mat. Come into your warrior two. So warrior two, we want to look our front middle finger. So you try to bend your knee. Your hips is even. Look at the middle finger, activate your arm. The edge of your back foot is pressing down the mat and is looking forward. Inhale here. Exhale, flip your front hands and you're gonna come forward and then reverse your warrior. So keep your front knee bent. You're gonna slightly help to go a little bit further with your back hand, your left hand towards your left foot. Look up, don't collapse into your left shoulder. And on your exhale, you're gonna come, straighten your front leg, and you're gonna bring yourself a little bit towards the front into your Trikonasana, triangle pose. So here, if you have a block, you place your hands into your block, and you open your hands like towards the sky as well, hands into the same line. So you don't want to collapse here. So try to just open your chest. Option 1, option 2, you have your hands into your shin. And option 3, you can try to grab your right toe with your right hand. Look at your left hand. Don't hyperextend your front knee if you're really flexible. Inhale, you can slowly bend your knee. Come back to your warrior two. And slowly, we're gonna bring our arms high. And then we take our warrior two towards the back of your mat. So you have your front left foot into the mat, four corners of the feet pressing down. Set your foundation, look at your front middle finger. Your back foot is into the mat, pressing into the mat. Slowly, you're gonna flip your front hand and reverse your warrior. Look up, try to reach your right leg towards your right foot. Don't collapse, open your chest. Inhale, and on your exhale, come back into warrior two, straighten your front leg, and take your triangle pose, Trikonasana. Here again, you have your block, hands on your shin, or you can also grab your left toe. As long as you look up towards your right hand. slowly bend your front knee, come back to warrior two. Here we're gonna open our legs towards the front, so feet are parallel. Place your hands into your heart center. So you have few options here. You're gonna try to bend your right foot towards your side lunge. If you can keep your right foot flat, it's fine, but you also have the option to come into the edge of your front feet, which is okay if you want, and you have your left foot flexed. So it's fine to be like this. If you're really flexible and you don't, because most of us, we can just fall down, so it's fine, but just choose the option that you can do. And if it's more easy, you can come a little bit higher. Must be more difficult actually. And then you go to the left. So here again, choose the option, feet flat, or you can come into the edge of the front feet. Inhale, you're gonna go through the right, and you're gonna give me 10 more like this. So go to the left, 1, 2, you can help yourself with your hands, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we're opening the hips, 8, 9, keep your spine straight, and then 10, meet me into the left side. So here slowly bring your hands towards the center. We're gonna bring our feet closer with each other and come into our Malasana. So here you're gonna squeeze your hands outside of your knees, so bring your knees outside. What you wanna do is you can grab a block if you're not stable here, and you can sit on your block. It's much better because you can have your spine straight. So inhale, open a little more. On your exhale, you will just bring your right hand outside of your right foot, and then the left hand will open to the sky. You want to press with your right elbow towards your right knee. Inhale, you can stay here. Exhale, you can bind your right hand, trying to catch your left finger, but make sure you keep on pressing towards the outside of your left knee. Inhale. So try to catch the finger if you're in this pose, or the wrist. Exhale. You're opening the shoulders and the hips at the same time, so this pose is really great. Inhale, arms high, and exhale, bring your left hand outside of your left foot. Again, open your chest. Your right arm is going to the sky. Stay here, option 1. Option 2, you can bind your left hand and try to catch your right wrist or your right finger. Or if you have a towel, place a towel behind it. You must feel your hips. Flexor walking now, opening. And slowly you'll face the front of the mat, frame your front feet, and come to stretch your legs into your downward facing dog. So you can paddle your feet again, bending your knee, chest towards your thighs, press into your hands, and come into your downward facing dog. Inhale, look at the front of the mat. You're gonna jump towards the front. Inhale comes, arms high. Exhale, hands down. You can bring your right hand towards your belly and left hand into your chest. Reset your breath. On your next inhale, you're gonna come into you can take one step towards the back of your mat, and we will take our chair pose. Inhale, you're trying to make sure you can see your toes and sit a little bit lower and look up. On your next exhale, you're gonna fold forward, Uttanasana, hands to the ground. You can bend your knee if you want. And then you'll plant your palm. Here we're gonna take our crow pose. The first option, you're going to squeeze your elbows with your knee. So once you squeeze them, you're gonna bend forward. Make sure your hands are not very flat. You can have them a little bit this way. And then by squeezing, you will try to bring one foot and then the other foot. If you're scared to fall, feel free to have like a pillow here. Don't hurt yourself. But then if you do it this way, if you do it few times this way, you might arrive to this one, which is already great. So that's the first option. Second option, we're going to try exactly the same, but we want to have the knees into our elbows. So the knees needs to be flat, so try to understand where is the most flat surface of your knee. And then while you come up, you try to bring one knee again and the other knee. So some of us maybe we can do it by going onto your block. If you have book, please make sure you are in a safe place. So you have your palm into the mat, and here because you are a little bit higher, maybe it's easier for you to bring one foot and then the other foot. Alright, so you can try again once you're into the pose. If you are into the pose, try to bring your hands, your arms straight in, and you will look forwards, and on your next inhale, you're going to jump back, chaturanga. So once you're in the chaturanga, inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Well done. Look in front, jump to the front of the mat, inhale, arms high, and exhale, let's take our chair pose. So one step behind, chair, look up, try to bend your knees, and slowly Uttanasana, forward fold, so slightly bend the knees. Here you're going to plant your palm and try again. So if you are not confident yet with your crow pose, try again and try to play with it. And if you want to try the side crow, so it's almost the same, like you will understand your body here. Sometimes it's much easier for some people, and sometimes it's really tricky to reach to the point. So you have your right elbow into your right hips, and here your left elbow is outside of your left knee. What you want to do is just to press into your palm and try to slowly bring your feet high. So here, for the one that managed, try to go again. And if you don't manage, you just want to understand this movement. So feet are together, and then your palm, the right palm is in front, left palm is more towards you, and then you just want to try to bring your hips towards your right elbow. And if you do this movement, maybe 3-4 times, as much as you can, you will already gain strength for the next time to try to lift it up. Alright, and if you have your side crow ready, you're planting your palm, and then if you are confident here and it's already easy, you have the pose, you can slowly open your legs towards so the upper leg goes to the back, and one under, the right leg, is going towards the front, and you're opening. Trying to have your shoulders away, and slowly you can release, come back into the pose. And let's go on our left side. So left side, right elbow is outside of your left knee. Plant your palm, your left palm is a little bit towards the back of the mat. Here again you want to have your left hips into your left elbow, and try to go, and more you go, then you try to bring your feet high, and then slowly maybe you can open wider. So the top foot is going to the back and the one under to the front. And slowly you can come back and meet me into your downward facing dog. Well done. So we did this 2 variations of crow pose. You can work on it after the class or when your wrists are fine. Now reset your breath. Rest into your downward facing dog. Inhale, press into the palm. Activate your thighs. So we're gonna use our right raise. So let's raise our right foot high. Bend your right knee. Bring your right knee towards your nose and slowly drop your right foot in the middle of your palm. You're gonna come into your high lunge, so you can have your feet hip distance apart. Look up, and slowly you're gonna bend your left knee into your mat. Always put a towel if your knee is in pain. And on your next inhale, we're gonna come into our half split. Look in front of your right foot. Try to bring your stomach, chest towards the front. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale to half split. Look in front. Try to lengthen your spine. You should have your hips over your knee. Inhale, low lunge. And on your exhale, you can keep your back toes tucked, and you're gonna try your full split. So even if your full split is here, you can take your two blocks, but try to lengthen the spine, squaring your hips. And if you want to try the full split, go. Don't overstretch, listen to your body. Someday we can have a better flexibility as well. So if it's your first exercise, really listen to yourself. When you tuck your back toe, you can bring your back leg a little bit towards the back. Inhale. Stay here, surrender to the pen. Keep on with me, stay here more. If you do this position a few times, I promise you'll get your split. I mean, a few times, if you do it often. And then slowly you can bend forward. So here you want to bend forward slowly towards your front leg. Or stay here up if you feel that it's enough for you. And then ease off the pose and come into your downward facing dog. Well done, you've done one side of the split. And then we're gonna raise your left foot high, press into the hand, left knee towards your nose, and bring slowly your left foot on the ground. You can have your feet hips distance apart, coming to your high lunge. And balance here, slowly bring your right knee into the ground, into your mat. On your next inhale, you're gonna come into your half split. So you have your hips over your knee. So check your position and come down into your shin, look forward, try to bring your spine, lengthen. Inhale, come into your high lunge. Exhale, back to half split. Hands to the back. Straightening your front leg. Inhale, low lunge. And exhale, this time you can stay into your half split, or if you took the full split on the other side, you keep your back toes tucked and then slowly squaring the hips, looking forward, chest high. You're gonna try to come into your full split. Stay here, surrender to the pen. I know it's not easy at all, but this will help you a lot to go upside down for your pincha later on. And all the poses that you want to go upside down, like headstand, if you get your split, it's much easier to go into the pose. Slowly stay here or come forward. Try to kiss your knee. Don't forget to breathe. And very easy, go out of the pose and meet me into your downward dog. Well done. Look in front, jump to the front of the mat, inhale arms high, and exhale one hand to the stomach, one hand to the chest, to your heart, resetting your breath. You can close your eyes, take a deep inhale through your nose. And on your next exhale, you're gonna exhale out of your mouth. Release. Inhale through the nose. Lengthen the spine. Inhale a little more. And exhale out of your mouth. Alright, open your eyes. Now we're gonna open a little bit our shoulders. So come into a wall and place the mat next to the wall because you're gonna use the wall a lot for your next pose. So here, we're gonna press our palm towards the the wall that we have. And you can take a towel if it's slippery. You can try to find a spot that is stretching your shoulder, your back. And then once you find the spot, you'll stay here. Your arms, your hands, they don't go lower. And you try to only press your chest towards the ground, towards the floor. Inhale, exhale, go a little bit more. Keeping your arms straight. Have your foundation grounded, your feet, four corners of the feet to the ground. Press a little more. Activate your thighs. Lift the kneecap. And slowly release. Shake your hands, your arm. Roll your shoulder. And meet me into your mat. So now we are going into our warrior three. So place your palm into your heart to start with. Have your feet, your left foot, really grounded into your mat. And then slowly we're gonna bring our right foot flex towards the back, pushing the wall that you have, imaginary wall behind you. Here you can gaze at a point on the floor that doesn't move. So that's your first option. You can try to square your hips and then bring your chest a little bit more. Feel free to bend your knee, your front knee if you want. And option two, you bring your arms towards the front. And then slowly come back without touching the ground and knees high. So you have your knees high, arms high as well. Try to bring the knee towards the sky, lengthening your spine. Then flex your right foot and you will place your right foot on top of your left knee. Slowly opening the right knee towards the right side. You can place your hands to your heart center and stay here. Alright, try to balance. It's already very difficult. If you want more, you will try to bend a little bit more. Bring your right elbow to your right knee and left elbow towards your left foot. And then bring your palm into the ground if you want more and you want to fly. So if you have your palm into the floor, you make sure you hook your right foot into your left elbow. And here we're gonna go through our flying pigeon. So bring your left foot towards the back if you need a bit more stability. And slowly we're gonna bend a little bit our elbow and bring the left foot towards the back. So that's the first option. Try to play with this one. If you want more, you can just straighten your back foot towards the back of the room. Press into the arms. Bring it higher, look in front, and slowly you're coming back into the same way as you can with the hand into the heart center. And slowly release your right foot towards the ground. Well done. So stay with me, bring your arms high, hands to the heart center. Exhale. And then we're gonna put our weight into our right foot. Try to bring your left foot towards the back. Imagine a wall that you're pressing into it. And slowly gaze at a point into the floor. You can have both legs straight or bend a little bit, slightly bend your front knee. And go a little bit more towards the ground. Inhale. If you want the full pose, bring your arms in front of you. And you can gaze at the front. Inhale, square your hips. Flex your left foot. And slowly bring your hands into your chest. Try to balance here. If you fall, come back, it's fine. Bring your left knee higher. Hands high. Inhale. Exhale, flex your left foot. Bring it on top of your right knee. And slowly here, hands to the heart. We're gonna try to bend our right knee. Imagine you're sitting on a chair. And the second option, you have your right elbow on your left foot and left elbow into your left knee. So you can stay here or place your palm into the ground. Make sure you hook your left foot outside of your right elbow, and slowly you can put your right foot towards the back, and we're gonna hook. Make sure your hook is very important. Bring your back foot high. If you're here, try to play. Otherwise, you try to bring your right leg high. Stay here for 3, 2, and 1. You come back the same way as you came, with your hands to your heart center. Inhale, exhale, left foot down. Right hand into the belly, left hand into your chest. Roll your shoulder back. Take deep inhales through your nose. Deep exhale out of your mouth. Deep inhale through your nose. Deep exhale out of your mouth. Recenter. Activate your thighs. But rest, calm your mind, your breath. And slowly bring your arms high. Inhale, exhale, fall forward, Uttanasana, slightly bend your knees. Look halfway, plant your palm, jump back to Chaturanga. It's your last vinyasa of the day, so do it properly, look in front, align your body. Inhale, upward dog, knees off. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take one more breath here. Look in the middle of your thighs. Press your chest. And slowly exhale. You're gonna bring your knees into the floor. Well done. So here we did crow. We did the flying pigeon. So you have 2 poses to play with for the next days. And now we're gonna try our pincha. So let's try to warm up before our pincha. Bear with me, it's almost finished. You did the hardest part. So here we are coming into our downward facing dog. So you can look first. Have your proper downward facing dog. So either your knees are bent, which is more than fine, but lengthen the spine. And then on your exhale, you're gonna bend your front forearms towards the ground. And then inhale up. Exhale, bend your forearms. Inhale up, so you'll have your armpits towards one another. Exhale for arms. So join me and let's do 5 of those. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale, forearms to the ground. Inhale, downward. Exhale to the ground. Inhale up. Exhale to the ground. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forearm to the ground. Inhale up. And exhale, forearm towards the ground. Well done. Come into your knee. And shake. Do some circle if you want. Any movement that you feel. Again, grab your left elbow to the right side. And do the same with your right elbow towards the left. So now, what we want to do is we're gonna come into our dolphin. So here you have your forearm, so it's the same as downward facing dog, but by placing your forearm to the ground. So again, you can bend your knee, all right? But just make sure you're pressing. The most important here is to press our forearm to the ground, lengthening our spine. On your next inhale, you're gonna bring your right foot high. Try to bring it higher, but keep on pressing into your arms and heels away from your shoulder. And then you stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right foot down. Bring straight away your left foot high. Press into the arms. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees into the ground. You can take a child pose, or you can place the arms towards your feet. And here you will massage your forehead. Roll from side to side with your hips. Or you can stay still. Inhale. And exhale out of your nose. Activate your Ujjayi. Alright, and the next pose is our favorite. And we're gonna take our dolphin push-up. So here you have your hands interlaced, just your thumbs are out. And you're gonna do the same position, but here your feet can go a little bit towards the back, all right? Press into the hands, shoulders away from the heels, and you're gonna bring your chest towards your thumb, and then push, come up. You can have your feet hip distance apart if it's more easy. Inhale through your thumb and come up. So try to give me 8 of these. Inhale and exhale, come up. Inhale through your thumb. And 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on, you can do it. 6, 7, and 8. Well done. Come back, bring your knees down. Alright, so you can take a child pose and you can look at me. I will demonstrate for you the pincha. So there are a few ways of going into your pincha. First, if you fall, it's fine, because as soon as you understand how to fall, you will just remove a little bit of being scared of that pose away from your brain, which is really good. So try to have some pillow around if you feel. If you are outside, this is better. Maybe you're in the grass or in the sand, like some people can. So feel free to just put some pillow around any place that you feel safe, all right? But your foundation, which is your forearm, so here we release our wrist that we use a lot before in our throw and flying pigeon. But your forearms are the most important. And usually you should have your dolphin pose before your headstand. When you do the headstand, it's much more easy, but before, if you get your dolphin, your pincha, you understand that your weight is coming 80% into your arm. So it's really important to work on this arm, on this strength to have this. So you will not manage on the first time, on the second, and so on. But if you practice, you'll manage. So I give you just some tools, but then you just have to practice a little more and you will feel the result. So if you have your full split, it's much easier because you will press into the forearm, and then by bringing one leg up and pressing slowly into your right toe, you can just like try to come up, and then you can do some kick up maybe if it's not easy with the split, and then press into the arms. You can have a straight line with your feet. Try to activate your legs, but pressing into your arms. That's the most important. So do that in front of the wall. So the first option, you will try just to be into your wall. So you choose a wall behind you, and then you can maybe bring your right leg, try to some kick up. Once you're here, if you manage to go into the wall, you can slowly bring your one foot off the mat, off the wall, sorry, the other one, and play like this. All right? So I let you a few minutes to try again on your own. What we can do as well, if you are confident with your pincha, we can try the scorpio. So you want to bring your leg just to your back. So here you coming into your pincha, straight leg, and slowly you're gonna bend your knees and you're gonna open your hips. Maybe you can try to arch your back, look in front, and pressing into your hands, looking at the front of your mat. And slowly come back. All right, we can all take our child pose. Our hands into your feet, massage your forehead. You went upside down, which is really good. It's one of the best anti-depression. Bring the blood into your head. On the other side, which is great. And you will come into your back. Lie down and bring your right knee towards your chest. Squeeze it, and slowly you'll place it into your eagle leg. So you will just place it on top of your left leg. Try to hook in the other side. Otherwise, just place it into the left, and then look at your right hand. You can help your knees to go to the left side, pressing with your left hand. Inhale, exhale, close your eyes. Relax, you deserve.
When your life passes you by, don't you believe that
Enjoy
you're
this
one?
twist.
Every time
this
you're
rest.
tempted to cry, make a
Squeezing your internal organ, which is amazing for digestion. Slowly bringing one shoulder and the other on the ground. If you want more, you can bring your legs higher. Feel more to stretch.
take a time.
And slowly back to center.
Searching high.
Left leg on top of the right. Hook it up if you want. Come into your eagle legs. And then look at the left hand. Pressing your legs towards the right side. And slowly release your shoulder, pressing into your mat.
Take your time.
Inhale. Exhale out of your nose and go a little bit further to this twist. And very slowly come back to center. Here, very important, you're gonna relax your feet, relax your hands to the side, palm facing up, taking all the energy that you gave to this room, to yourself. And close your eyes, relax your feet down, or you can bring the soles of your feet towards each other. If you want to stretch a little bit more, your knees apart. And take your final Shavasana. Let your muscles down your mat. This is your happy place. Stay there before going back to your life, to your busy schedule with your work or even your social media, your phone. Here you just want to be present with yourself and only. And slowly release everything. Let your breath flow. Relax your facial muscle. Relax your ears, your eyes, your jaw, your hands, your knees, your feet. If your knees were bent, you can slowly bring them flat on the ground, straighten your legs, wiggle your toes, your finger. Bring your head from side to side, saying no. Bend your left knee and bring your left knee towards the right side. You can just come to the left or right as you want. Stay a bit more here, reflect to your practice, to yourself. If you have any frustration, just transform it and believe in yourself instead. You can do it, you're strong. But the only key is practice. Helping with your right hand to go up. Take a seated pose. Close your eyes. Thanks yourself a lot. Hands to your heart center. Namaste.